It is time now for a video where we show projects created by talented artists, and we will be sharing with you some of the most eye-catching projects and animations made by Blender artists, so sit back, grab yourself a coffee or something like that, and enjoy the video. This video is brought to you by Kingsnorth, a Blender developer with 20 years of software development experience. He has been working on cool Blender add-ons for modeling like Conform Object, which is a popular add-on for projecting any object on other objects, models, or surfaces very quickly and efficiently. There is also Perspective Plotter, which is a useful add-on for creating 3D models from 2D sketches, matching a 3D scene to a 2D photo, or animating a camera dynamically. It also allows you to define lines in the viewport and sets camera's focal length, location, and position in real time. Another cool add-on from Mark is Plating Generator, which is great for 3D modelers and concept artists because it adds paneling patterns and maps to multiple objects on a flat or curved mesh, in addition to a lot of features as well. If you are interested in these add-ons and more, you will find the necessary links in the description. Fast and Fluffy is a short 3D animation featuring a cute creature called Benito, where the artist of this project takes his character on a drive through the streets of Barcelona. The film's first minute offers a fully rendered 3D scene, which actually reminded me of an old 3D animation called Alarm, where both animations show the early morning routines of their respective characters. The rest of the short film relies on camera tracking, which shows that the artist has put a lot of effort into his work. Overall, the artist did a great job, especially on the camera work with different angles and points of view, in addition to the physically accurate lighting. Now we're gonna talk about a project called Discovery, and as the name suggests, it captures a character wearing a high-tech suit equipped with accessories, venturing through the uncharted lands to explore this warm fantasy realm. The animation was made by Nicole, who is a talented artist by the way. He used a combination of Blender, Substance Painter, in addition to Megascan textures. Also, he used Houdini for the cloud simulation to deliver such polished work as shown on the breakdown the artist provided. The animation offers a subtle, smooth, and subtle mixture of a wild nature environment and sci-fi elements blended together. I mean, this type of 3D work just hits home, where not only you get to see art blooming in front of you, but you can actually feel it. The artist showcased a beautifully made scenery of what looks like a royal palace floating up in the sky surrounded by multiple floating islands. If I had to rank these projects on the scale of satisfaction and serenity, this brief animation will probably rank high. The artist behind this project managed to pull off highly cinematic animation with excellent smooth camera movements coupled with mastery over lighting to put out this captivating piece of art. The artist used a basic modeling and texturing workflow, but the thing is, he showcased that even with this simplicity, you can create something that looks pleasing, that is, if used properly and correctly. His use of depth of field couldn't get any better, and the smooth transition of the lighting was perfectly synced with the music, and his intelligent use of volumetric fog made it even better. This goes to show that aside from the scale and the implementation of various techniques and attention to details, your vision for the project is a factor that shouldn't be neglected, as it can bring simple looking projects to light and make them look better in addition to being more appreciated. Next up we have Spoon, an Icon Film Festival submission that is currently on the top 50 finalists among 1,600 films on this contest. It was made by a film director, or more specifically a live-action director, and for this exact reason, Spoon claimed the Mise-en-Scene award. The director explained that he wanted to transfer his ways of working into the 3D world, as he successfully managed to do so. Spoon is a beautifully made animation that was surprisingly made by a single artist throughout an extremely short period of time, and we are talking about just 1 week or so, given that the models were downloaded from the internet and the animation renders relied on a render farm. This project really earns its place on the list for how truly amazing it is, and the artist nailed each and every shot, whether we are speaking about the models and the asset placement, in addition to the amazing animation and lighting. As the name suggests, this project called Anime Classroom is a short animation that takes us into a very warm, sentimental environment. It was made by a passionate artist that goes by the name of Aloe. Unlike all the projects on today's video, the artist went on to use a toon shader style, as he managed to create a stylized Japanese classroom using Blender's native renderer, which we all know as Eevee. At first glance, you would think that it is a 2D render, if not for the curtains animations and stuff. Overall, the artist showed how well he managed to fit this project into the anime style, and he mostly used procedural texturing and shading for the scene using a variety of custom nodes. It is also worth mentioning that the artist used a total of 4 textures, one of which was designed by him for the Japanese text on board. Also, I personally love the warm lighting and the dust particles, which gives a nostalgic feeling of an empty classroom on a sunny afternoon. Next we have a Flip Fluids reel, which is a short video that showcases Martin Liu's work throughout his 2-year experience with Flip Fluids. Well, Flip Fluids is actually an add-on for Blender that offers a lot of tools and features that delivers results that are much better than the built-in simulation system on Blender. So it is much more powerful, precise, but the thing is, it is not for free. The artist did a great job at showing how capable this add-on is, and he did this by using its capability to the full extent throughout this amazing work to produce such realistic looking liquid simulations for different degrees of viscosity. I'm not gonna lie, the artist had me watching this reel multiple times because it is just so satisfying to watch. Alright, this one right here is kind of different than the rest of the projects onto this list because it is a professional one. I'm not trying to undermine the rest of the projects. What I mean by professional is the fact that it was done by a whole studio. The studio goes by the name of Mori, a growing 3D and VFX studio located in Berlin. And 99% of their work is done using Blender. And props to them for having the ambition for going into esports industry, as they are working now on the League of Legends cinematics. This project was made for the video game Valorant tournament cinematic, featuring 2 characters, Sage and Vade, in a very chaotic time-wrapping space where artists behind this work implemented lots of visual effects that made the animation look quite cool in my opinion. The thing I like the most about this animation is its ability to combine simplicity, creativity, and a touch of realism. The artist used a fun and quirky animation style on this model, which gave a stylized look to the project as desired by Eric. He uploaded a CGI breakdown of his work, showcasing the rocket's well-made textures and background meshes, and how the entire layering, compositing, and grading was done. He nicely used a 3-point lighting that made the scene look quite interesting and artistically pleasing to say the least. It is also worth mentioning that his project was made throughout a matter of 2 months, using Eevee for previewing the animation and the project as a whole, and Cycles Axe for the final render. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.